Today we're going to just quickly demonstrate for you how glass cutting is done. You might find some additional information if you check out some of the videos that are available on YouTube with professional glass cutters, since this is only a hobby of mine from a long time ago. First of all, I want to just explain some of the tools that are used when we do glass cutting. You always start with a simple pattern. This one is pretty basic with just some straight lines and some curves. And in order to do the cutting, the glass is placed on top of the pattern so you can see through it. Obviously you want larger pieces of glass such as this, where you can see the entire pattern underneath it. We use a glass cutter. It's a special tool, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Sometimes we use felt pens, and we have different types of lead that are used in the process. On a side note, this is a special type of glass that's been done with something called copper foil. It's actually a copper tape that is taped all the way around the edges of the glass that have been ground smooth, and then it's soldered. The solder adheres to this copper foil, and it gives a lightweight type of glass, different from the type used in stained glass windows, which actually use this lead cane, and that is why they are much heavier and much more rigid. This is a piece of stained glass. It's just like regular glass, except it has color in it, and it's got a little texture and bubble to it. This is our glass cutter, and you'll notice it has a wheel right here, which is used to score the glass. Cutting glass is really more about fracturing or breaking the glass. If you listen carefully, I'm going to score a line across the glass here, and you can hear it. Once the line's been scored, we use the ball on the very bottom of this cutter, and we tap gently along the score line, and it will fracture the glass and it will break off. Now, one of the things to know about glass is you have to cut in straight lines or curves that run from edge to edge. You can't cut on angles. So for instance, I need a long thin piece for my picture that I'm going to be cutting, but I can't cut at a 90-degree angle. So in order to cut this piece of glass, I'm going to have to start at this edge, cut along my line, tap it, and once I've completed that, I will then score across this line to complete my cut. And then I have my piece of glass. So here I have an example of a simple stained glass pattern. You'll notice the black lines. That is where lead will go when the picture is completed and all the pieces have been cut. To demonstrate how I'm going to cut one of these curves, you can see this one has already been completed and it fits in here, and lead will be added along the black lines to join it. But to show how a curve is done, I will show you with just a couple right here. I have a piece of glass larger than what I need to go here. I will run a line from edge to edge in order to complete the curve. So I'll start here simply, follow the line all the way off to the edge of the glass. And after tapping it, it fits right in there, and I will complete the pattern.